Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode. We're just going to jump right into it. This is actually pre-recorded. I'm just doing a voice recording over it. Excuse how quiet I probably sound. I'm trying to be loud, but I'm also doing a late night recording over everything. So, trying to keep it down for everyone in the house. Anyways, so this was recorded a couple weeks ago. I decided I was going to do like a different type of style. Just basically talking over everything that I've already played. I think I make better decisions, and I also think you get better quality content. So we're just off right into this match here. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this one. So I just watched everything at like 2 times speed and then forgot all. So we're doing a great job so far. If I remember this game, it's Mega Charizard, so I haven't really had a whole lot of practice with this, to be honest with you. I know my deck has a lot of different options when it comes to regular Charizard, but haven't really played a whole lot against Mega Charizard. Not a great start here in terms of no grass energy, only a Hoot, no way to draw more cards, but they have a great start with just all the Poppins. Yeah, there's the second one, so they just like fill their bunch up right now. And as soon as I saw the Oricorio, I knew we were facing that Charizard, and I was like, oh good, here we go. So now they pass to me, and I gotta figure out how to get more in here. So I think I benched this Latias. Yep, I benched the Latias, and now I gotta figure out how to get some more cards in here. So we use a nice Crispin play, try to get the lightning in the grass, but I have to put the lightning somewhere because the grass has to go to my hand for Tailians. So I think I put it on the Hoot. I'm not really sure why my brain said, "Oh, put it on the Hoot," but that's kind of where I put it. So probably for a future knockdown play. And the thing that I got was Area 0 Underdevs, which again, not very helpful. Looking for fan root, I'm looking for. Well, I guess I don't really need so much the knockdowns, but it would have been nice to have like a Raging Bolt, a Sada, something. So I choose to switch into Latias. I figure it's kind of the most like expendable option in this moment. And I knew that like Oricorio would kill it right away. So, in potential, rare candy Charizard play, it was like, okay, I'll give it up, but nothing was really set up yet. They do get the TM Evo off, and I know they get a Charmeleon, I think there's a Pidgeotto. Yep, there you go, the Pidgeotto's there. And the Charmeleon's there, and I'm pretty sure at this point this guy's like probably pretty comfortable with losing this Oricorio. Spoiler alert, he does not lose this Oricorio. Tailian's here for another card, just something. And I thankfully get an Espanol, which does get me the Raging Bolt. And then I know, like, I can attack and kill something. But I'm not totally set up yet. And I make this really smart play that when I rewatched it back, I didn't see it coming. I Prime Catcher up the Pheasantipity to take 2 prizes right away. Knowing I'm going to have to retreat this knockdown. So I get a Sada. I think I get a Earthen Vessel. I think I wasn't totally sure what I wanted either at this point in the match. Oh, I take an Earthen Vessel. There we go. Probably get more Leaf Energies later. JK, I don't do that. What did I decide to take? I forgot what oh, boss. Okay. Threaten the boss for later in the game. But now I have to retreat this knockdown into Raging Bolt, so I discard the lightning energy, setting it up for a Sada play, and I attach the fighting. This gives me some more cards to work with, which is kind of nice. And now I can blow up this Pheasantipity. My only problem is I didn't take into account how much damage Charizard does by killing the Pheasantipity. So now Charizard is one-shotting Raging Bolt. And I should have probably just discarded the the fighting and the lightning as a result, but I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that when I did that. So Charmeleon gets brought up, evolved into Charizard. After a Buddy Poffin, I think they fail this. Yeah, they fail it too. Oh, okay, we're gonna invest first. I think they get 2 fire. Yeah. This deck plays a lot of fire because obviously you're discarding it for Mega Charizard's attack. And then they just Lily into Charizard. And then they use the Charizard to set up another Charmander on the bench, which eventually becomes the Mega Charizard. At this point, like, I'm like, oh, it's fine, I'll just kill the Charizard next turn, no problem. And then I'll target down the Mega Charizard or whatever. But I was not taking into account damage. So, yeah, here's the Mega Charizard. Rare Candy into Megazard. And then I think there's another Rare Candy into Zard. Oh, not yet. Big Sided Turbo sets up everything else. And then Burning Darkness for the knockout. And this is when I realized, oh crap, I'm in trouble. So I think I promote the Ogerpon. Nope, I promote the Latios, and I scrambled to set up another Raging Bolt. I think I went wrong in that I should have probably gotten the Fez here and just kind of said YOLO and see what happens with drawing cards. But instead I go for Raging Bolt here, and I don't think that was actually the correct play, because I had no more knockdowns to like evolve into, so I had no other way to draw more cards. I had no energies. And then I discard a second Area 0. So both my Area 0s are in the discard pile. And in that case, I really didn't have an option, and I could see that I regretted the choice of playing the Invisible in that moment. But then I Teal Dance, seeing if I can get another card in here. I draw Bundle, not very helpful, because if you look, basically everything is... He'll just switch into the other Charizard, it's not going to force anything. So I'm like, well, I gotta set up this Raging Bolt. So I try to set it up with Crispin. And then I just swap into it. After benching that Bundle. Bundle's low-key pretty good, actually. I was gonna give Bundle a lot of crap, but Bundle's actually low-key pretty good. So unfortunately, you know, I can't kill Zard at this moment, and I know it. So, we're kinda stuck. Actually, you know what the play should have been? I should have gone into Iron Beast. I should have gotten in off of, Ultra Ball. And then played Crispin onto it. I would have one-hit killed the Zard. Still would have meant I was behind, but I would be 2 prizes, and then I just need 2 more. So actually, that would have been the play right there. Well, now I know for the future. Will I make that mistake multiple times? Probably. He sets up a Pidgeot here, and I believe he just takes out the Raging Bolt. And after a quick Teal Dance, I know that like this is the end of the game here, because he's gone up 2 prizes on me, and there's no comeback potential with Raging Bolt. So it's either you get ahead and you stay ahead, that's it, and there's the last Zard. So So all the Zards are on the bench there. Those are pretty though. Really want the SIR Raging, or not Raging Bolt, Charizard really bad, and just haven't done it yet. I just haven't gone for it yet. Yeah, there's the promotional Latias. I think I killed Dance here. Oh yeah, I kind of nest ball for the Fez. Finally, I put the script. I think about benching the Hoot, but then realize I don't have a Raging Bolt. I don't have a way to deal with any of this. I Teal Dance to see if I can find a way to deal with any of it. And I get an S-Ball. And so I think I decided I was going to put on the Iron Leaves. I do put down the Iron Leaves, but I think I just decided at this moment, this is game over and it's just time to go to the next game. Yeah, I'm doing the math here. Like, most of my energies are in the discard pile. All of my Raging Bolts are. There's no more Raging Bolts left in the deck. I think there was one prized. And it's just that moment when you realize, yeah, we're done. So I think I just fix the Iron Leaves with them. The Iron Leaves down, and then I just concede right away. So, sucks to open up that way in a video, but, you know, you gotta know when you're beat, and, yeah, I was seriously beat there. Like, I definitely had some ways to make my opponent continue to be uncomfortable, but, I just didn't realize where I was going here. This video, or this, fight, is gonna be very long. And TLDR, after the first move, my opponent glitches out and doesn't move again. So we're gonna just take a moment to chill, cause like, you know, I feel like I could just babble about like their move and stuff like that, but like it really wasn't that exciting, and I don't want to cut it because it did provide me a win, and I'm trying to show you guys as much of the process as possible. So. It's funny enough, this video was taken, I think, recorded not long after my cup that I had been talking about in a previous episode, how I was going to get a cup. I was really nervous because I've been doing so poorly online, and I was worried that, like, hey, if I've been doing so poorly online, then, you know, probably going to do poorly in real life. I placed 5th in that cup with Charizard, regular Charizard, and I'm pretty stoked about it, though I am a little upset I rolled out of top 4. My last match was on the stream for the store, and I have yet to see the video. Kind of want to go back and watch the VOD of it to see where I like screwed up, where I could have played better. But it was against a Ceruledge EX, and we both had like just the roughest start going. Finally, one of us gets going, and that was kind of it. Once he got a Ceruledge on the board, it was kind of all over. He kind of just systematically picked apart my board, and yeah, that was it. He was the the match for the 4th place, and yeah, so it became me and him, and he won. So he got to play in top 4. It was his first time in top 4. I do not know who won that cup, to be honest with you. Again, still have yet to see the VOD. So I might just go to the store's Twitch page and see if it's still up, so I can watch it. I do make a misplay here in this opening. I meant to hit Assault Landing to kill the Cluffy, and I accidentally got Fingered Retreat. I remember being really, really angry about it. But again, my opponent kind of like glitches out, and we don't get to finish the match here. So I guess enjoy. But to kind of like wander off into a different subject, or the same subject, So I have another cup this weekend. Actually, 2 that are coming up at stores nearby here, and I think I might be playing Charizard again. I have recorded quite a bit of backlog episodes, which I'm going to be trying to put up over time. I'm kind of racing against the clock because right now, as of last night, I have a week and a day before the ladder clears and starts again. So I want to finish this challenge before then. Excuse me, which means that I've been backlogging, like I've been kind of recording a lot of videos on my off time, which is a good thing, not a bad thing, but this does mean I have been getting really good at Raging Bolt again, or at least this version of Raging Bolt, and I'm starting to feel really confident that my locals, I could play it. The last cup, the one I've hit 5th. There were a lot of Charizard players. There was a couple Dragapult, and there was a Guardy running around. The Guardy is the only thing that I am worried about handling. With Raging Bolt, I can tie it. I can play against it. I know I can. But it's a little difficult, and it's kind of like everything needs to go perfect. Charizard, not so much. But I kind of like the new inclusion of Iron Leaves. I think with Charizard, I can kind of clean up most of the meta. So it's a thought. There's also a lot of Surroundage, so playing Raging Bolt means that I can kind of counter pick for everyone. I think at this point I decided to set up the Ogre Pawn to attack, and this is when I get given the win. Anyway, so hopefully you guys have some challenges in the area or some cups that you guys have been playing at, and hopefully you've been playing really well, and you know, like to hear what you've been playing recently. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of Charizard. I have 2 cups this weekend, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and then the following weekend has 2 more. Then that's it for the year. So I've been thinking about playing some Mega Charizard, playing Noctowl Charizard because I love me some Owls, and then also been thinking about playing Raging Bolt. I've put together a Mega Venusaur deck, which I've been really excited to play, but I think I'm going to be waiting more for a challenge to play that. As it is, and that's the conceit there. As it is, I have all of my... I don't have all of my challenge points for challenges, but like what I have is pretty strong, so unless I'm topping, I'm not getting any more points. So like I'm kind of okay playing some silly decks now and again. I want to play some Venusaur. So especially if we're going to see a lot more Charizard, then I think it's time for Venusaur. So getting back into the matches. Oh, this one's a really good one. I took notes. So, I have to wait for the whole thing to go, but, my opponent is playing Mega Lucario, in this deck. It's not obvious right now, but it will be obvious in a minute. Well, it's kinda. It's an early... Here. So, it's a fighting type deck. Okay, great. I start Squawk here because I know I'm gonna Squawk and Seize. Everything else, like, it's easy to move out of the active if I need to. And I wait for my opponent to set up. Honestly, I've never been so happy to see the chicken in my hand in my entire life. You know, notoriously when I first started, I hated Squawk. I didn't understand. Okay, so I see the Makuhita in the active. I'm pretty sure this is Lucario because it's about the only deck that's playing Makuhita as a boss option. I see the Solrock and the Lunatone. I'm like, okay, the draw engines are up. I'm just waiting for a read. There's a Lunacycle. And a Battle Cage. I don't know why everyone keeps putting down the battle cage in front of me. I don't think a squawk kind of says, hey, I'm playing Dragapult, but maybe that's just me. I know I've been buffing a lot recently, like putting the teal mask in the active to like bluff that I'm a Terra Box deck, and then pulling the Raging Bolt out later or something that would scream on Raging Bolt. So I can understand the battle cage then, but yeah, I don't know why they see squawk and they're like, oh, let's start on the battle cage. But they pass turn here, and this becomes the best setup I've ever done in my life. So I Earth Vessel away the superior energy retrieval. I gotta thin my hand as much as possible for a lightning and a fighting. I then dump both of those for a Raging Bolt, because I need to use the Sada before I squawk. So I then am like, oh, I have this other Earth Vessel, I gotta put something on Raging Bolt. So I Night Stretcher back for a fighting, Earthen Vessel, that's fighting away for a lightning, and I think another fighting, yep, for another lightning and fighting, and I attach one of them to Raging Bolt, and then I Sada the rest, or I Sada fighting off. Throw the teal mask down, I Nest Ball for a fan? No, Latias, which at this play confuses me. I guess it's probably because I wanted to get Squawk out of the active for free, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do that, so I think that's why I went to Latias. I think I committed to not having fan if I needed it, and then I get gifted fan and not punished. So I teal mask for another teal mask. I drop the fan. We fan call for the owls. 2 Hoot Hoots and a knockdown. We drop both Hoot Hoots in case one gets targeted down, and then I drop the other Ogre Pawn. And that is the greatest opening hand I could have probably ever wanted. I retreat the Squawk, and I take the Makuhita for 1 prize. Normally going down 1 prize instead of 2 is not the greatest choice. I am finding that it is better to just take what is in front of me sometimes. It's not always, but with Mega Evolution, I can manipulate the prize trade, so on a Mega Evolution deck, I am okay just taking a 1 prizer, knowing that I can set up for 2 or 3 prizer later on, and to set up for like an endgame scenario. And then sometimes they brick massively, and I just keep taking 1 prizes. With a lot of stuff in the discard pile, it's starting to get a little hairy. Lunar Cycle for some more cards. I think there's a Riolu that gets played. Oh, it's a fighting call. So we go searching for the Riolu. Beautiful Riolu, not just the regular one. Place that down, and I'm like, this is the moment. I'm like, yes, confirmed. We are playing Mega Lucario. Okay. They play the Toad Screw, which can kind of mess up what I want to do. So mentally, I'm like, okay, I gotta take this thing down, because if I need to superior energy retrieval energies back to my hand to kill the Mega Lucario, I need to be able to do so. I forgot that I superior energy retrieval. I got rid of my superior energy retrieval. So probably not gonna happen, but still. And then they pass up the Latias. This is the weirdest thing to me, is that they keep trying to boss up the Latias and killing it, even though I can just free retreat it. And at one point, they boss up I have a knockdown on the field, and they just keep bossing up the Latias to kill it. If I were them, I probably would have just taken a Hoot Hoot, and then kind of forced me down to only 1 owl. But yeah, they take the Latias for some reason. So I'm like, okay, great. So I Teal Dance. More cards. I boss up the Toad School because I'm going after that puppy. think I get a Sada again with the knocked owl. Oh, I got another vessel, okay. I think I debate about getting the Levincia. Oh yeah, I already used boss, so I can't use so yeah, the Gunner vessel would be exactly what I want to use. And then glass trumpet or vessel, yeah, glass trumpet back some energies onto my beautiful normal type Pokemon. And I think I use Squawk here. Because you gotta put that boy to work once he's done. Once he's done squawking the season, he needs to get put to work. Oh, I've got him a knocked out. Okay. And then I Earthen Vessel for a fighting. And I feel pretty comfortable getting rid of the leaves here because there's nothing that's super effective to grass in this deck. Or anything big. So I'm willing to get rid of leaves to open up for another card. I don't know why I Ultra Ball there. Oh, I go into Fan, that's right. I go into Fan and then I knocked Owl for a couple cards for next turn. I think one of those is a Sada. Yes. I think the Prime Catcher's the other one. Oh, it's Super Rod. I don't know why I went and got Super Rod. Huh. Anyways, so I Salt Landing. So anyways, I start blasting. And I kill the Tentacruel, which solves some of my problems of not being able to pick up cards. I'll probably feel comfortable with the Crispin in my hand to not. And this is the last time I wait a week before I do voiceover work, but yeah, you know. And now the Mega Lucario is out, so I know this is my next target. It's now just figuring out how to get to it. So they cycle for more cards. They attach to it. And then the Cosmic Beam or the Rotom for the knockout. So they actually take a knockout here. And I promote the people. Because that's the easiest promotion I'll ever see in my entire life. And I set up another Raging Bull here as well with the Sada. To just get more energies on the board to chase down this Mega Lucario if I can. And I think this is where I get Prime Catcher. Yeah, I pulled Prime Catcher right off the top and it's like, okay, cool. Let's just set this all up. So I set up one Raging Bolt. I think I flipped the script here too. Oh no, I just Prime Catcher up. And I promote the Latias to retreat back into Raging Bolt. I flip the script somewhere along this line. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. And then I think I just blow it up. Oh yeah, I think I attach? Yeah, I attach. I know a debate there, but I think I just attach. And then I have to do some math. I know all of my Raging Bolt math. Up to 4 energies. I know with Dragapult it was like 5 was to kill, right? Anything over 305 was to kill. But now with the Mega being higher HP, I can't remember what the number of energy kills and energy discards are to kill. So I had to do some math here to confirm that 5 is going to do it. Fun fact, 5 is 350. It's gonna do it. So I think it's like 6 for Venusaur. So kill the Mega Lucario, take my 3 prizes. And then the only thing left is the Solo Rock, which I know the boss of Elias again, and I just attach and kill. So that's a dub there. Lucario, I think, is a very fun deck, and I look forward to being more meta than it is right now. However, I know with like psychic types like Gardevoir running around, it's a little hard for it to flourish, and I think it's also an early stage deck. Kind of like how like Zoroark was a little janky when it first came out. I think with a couple like expansions under its belt, yeah, there's the conceit. A couple expansions under its belt, I think it's going to be a really good deck, and I think it's beneficial to start learning that deck now versus later. You know that Pokemon is not going to ignore Lucario. And what's really great is we hit another milestone. With that win, we hit Goldango rank, and we're slowly climbing at this point. From here, it is only there's only going up. That's all we're doing. We're going up. So I debate playing one more, then I decide to play one more, and this one is a quick end. I see the guy as a Snom rank player. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a Snom rank player. Like, hopefully, like his rank doesn't match his play, right? Because I want to like one really good game, and I know that was like really like reading a book by its cover, kind of judging a book by its cover, but that's what I was thinking. Unfortunately, I think I had one of the worst games I've ever played. And I do bail from this game early because I know the matchup extremely well. One of the kids at my locals plays this deck. That's like all he plays, and so like it's just I know this matchup. I know the Raging Bolt matchup against Goldango. Here's what our opponent is playing. Ignore the Marnie coin and the Marnie sleeves. He is playing Goldango. I think it's Grimmsnarl, so I start preparing as if it's Grimmsnarl, and then he flips over the Gimghouls and stuff, and I'm like, oh no, it's not Grimmsnarl. Oh crap. At that point, the pressure is on, and I think, yes, you see it here in the mulligan, that I'm like, oh no, it's Goldango, it's not Grimmsnarl. And this is the moment where I try to play as if it's, or I try to set up as fast as possible so that I can like kind of bully an early KO. However, I don't set up the Raging Bolt right away, and that kind of just causes this whole game to go downhill very quickly. So they set up some Gimghouls, they set up their Gimghoul, they set up the Atomic Soul Rock. I think that's it. Yes. So I have one chance, one shot. So we're trying to navigate this like open. So I get a lightning and a fighting. I Ultra Ball those away. Excuse me. For a Squawk. Nope. I should have gone for Squawk. Instead I go for the Teal Mask Ogre because I see the lightning in my or the grass in my hand and I get greedy, and this is my downfall here. I only get Prime Catcher. So I try to do a stall play. To stall my inevitable demise by blowing up the Lunatone, because you're not going to kill the Lunatone, and I give him a bundle as sacrifice. Again, I should have gone for Squawk. I should have squawked it all the way. You know, nothing is sacred, even with the boss, even with the grass energy. I think having a fresh hand there could have prolonged this game, and probably made it less one-sided. He started with the Gimghoul in the active. I think that was the only thing he had, though. But he started with the Gimghoul in the active. active, which means that Fan could have killed an offset surprise stage 1-1. Because then he would have had to boss and get a Gimmighoul. That's just a lot, or a Glingo setup, and that's just a lot. Excuse me. So, setting up the Gimmighoul would have probably been the Fan Room would have been the smarter option. So walking away to set up the Fan Room, but instead I think that the Ogerpon's the right play. I draw a Noctowl. There is nothing I can do in my hand. It is dead. And so I had to pass. And this is when they get all the Goldengos. And they set up and they start drawing cards. The best thing the Goldengo does is to draw all them cards. So Longtone brings up a Goldengo. Falls into another one. Coin bonuses again for another card. And then there's one more right here. Oh, there's a Limb Circle first. And then there's a coin bonus. Oh, there's a secret box first. I'm sorry, I keep lying to you. This is the secret box build, which is very interesting. My friend plays Legacy Energy on his deck. I've seen Prime Catcher be used. I've never seen Secret Box be used. But I do find Secret Box to be very interesting because you can just get back all the energy as long as you have the item that you need, right? So he gets a Nest Ball on a boss. I'm surprised he didn't grab anything else, like no stadiums or anything like that, but I think he discarded his only stadium. And apparently he does not play any tools, or they're all in his hand. One of the two. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they were all in his hand. But the Jessic, he gets another Goldengo, he draws again, and then he bosses up Raging Bolts. Oh, Superior Energy Retrieval first. For the ammunition to kill Raging Bolts. Yeah, there it is right there. Attaches that energy, and then he just murders it. And I know I am completely relying on this top deck to come back into this game, but I know that it's kind of all over unless he whiffs that energy. So I promote the Ogerpon, and I draw, and there's a Hoot Hoot, and I say, yep, that's it, that's good game. So that's it. That was the last game of this video. Appreciate you all watching. I promise they get a little bit more exciting as we keep going. I definitely hit my stride after this. So stay tuned. We're doing great, and we're gonna keep ranking up. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.